Happy Veterinary Technician Week! Yay! Yeah, this past week was Veterinary Technician Week. For those of you who don't know, I am studying to be a veterinary technician, and I found out about it on Tuesday. I don't really know where it's posted that it's National Veterinary Technician Day, but apparently it exists. So this past week was it. And before I get to the horror story that was yesterday, I want to talk about some things that I got this week. So, okay, this was, I guess, it would have been last Friday, so, but it happened after my video, yeah, but, I got a Bambi Pez dispenser. I ate all the Pez that comes with it, literally the night of, and I wanted to wait until I was with you guys to try some of these. It came with the lemon ones, but, this pack also came with orange and raspberry. I don't think I've ever had raspberry, so I'm going to try it for you right now. How do you open this thing? These things need to come with instructions. Haha. Ow. I just sliced myself. Ow, that really hurts. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to get into. Don't cut yourself, don't cut yourself. Ooh, just slice it. Right. Ha-ha! Oh no, I sliced into the... No, I didn't. Oh no! Ha-ha! That was supposed to be the easy part. Raspberry. Now how do you open this thing? Ooh, they're like purple. Or pinkish. Okay. How do you make these things stay? I don't... Oh no! I just dropped some. That was sad. This is so much harder than I remember. And then you just take your little package and you put the candy in and you just... Yeah! Basted! How do you put it back in? Aha! Here we go. Ta-da! Tastes like raspberry. Also, I got Spider-Man gum. He has a different pose on each thing, too. Like this one, he's like flying. And then this one, he's like, choo! That was really bad. Choo! And then this one, he's like swinging. And he's like pointing at you. Ew, like Uncle Sam. And I haven't tried any of these. Blue raspberry, strawberry bubblegum, and sour apple. So I'm going to try these now too. Yeah, I don't really like strawberry stuff, so let's see how this one tastes. If I don't like it, I'll just give it to my mom. Just stop it. I'm having the worst time with this candy. Powdery. Doesn't really taste like strawberries. It's okay. Okay, green apple. Come on. The strawberry one just opened. Green apple. Sour green apple. Hopefully it is sour. More powder. Not really getting any sour. I'm getting the green apple, so it's good. Spider-Man, you're letting me down. Okay, and then there's the blue raspberry, which hopefully will be my favorite, because that's my favorite in like every candy. Well, except for maybe Jolly Ranchers. I like the cherry, which is weird. Blue raspberry is my second favorite, and once again more powder. Let me see if I like brush it off. No, it's like on there. The best so far, which is good. That means I can chew those first and then chew this one. Pez time. Seriously, why are these so entertaining? So, anyway, I said that I was going to tell you the horrible story that happened to me yesterday. So, I was driving to get my friend's birthday present. happy birthday. I mean, it's on Tuesday, but, you know, your party's tomorrow, so happy birthday! So, yeah, I went to go get my friend's birthday present, and on the way home, I was going around this curve. The speed limit on the road is 35 miles an hour. The speed limit on this curve is 25 miles an hour. So, you know, you slow down, you go around the curve. Well, it was raining yesterday, and all of a sudden, I start fishtailing. And I didn't realize what was happening at first, and I was going to try to correct myself, and then I realized what was happening, and so then I just let go. And I, like, went down the hill and, like, spun around, so I was, like, facing this way, and, like, half of me was in the road, and half of me wasn't. And I was freaking out. So, needless to say, my car is a little messed up. The back axle is broken. And then on the passenger side in the front, like, the tire is almost completely off the car. I call my dad immediately. And he's like, okay, I'll come and get you, blah, blah, blah. So this guy comes and he stays with me until my dad gets there, which is really nice. But after I called my dad, I called my cousin. Well, technically I texted my cousin, and then I was like, hey, are you at work? And she was like, yeah. And she said something told her to call me, and so she did. And I told her, and I was like freaking out. I was like crying. And she sort of helped me calm down a little bit, and then I sat in my car for what felt like forever. It was probably only like 10 minutes, but it felt like forever, waiting for my dad to get there. And apparently the guy who had stopped, thank you so much, by the way, that was so comforting because I was still at that curve and somebody could have hit me. That guy, he called the cops. My dad gets there, and my car's, you know, still half in the road and half not. So my dad gets there and he wants me to back it off the curb and drive it up to this little, it's not really a road, it's like a circle that leads to multiple driveways. But so here's me in my car. Here's the little drive. Yeah, my car wasn't really movable. I mean, this was scary too, just driving it there. And so I'm like following my dad. He's like, follow me really slowly. And so I try. I mean, my slow is obviously a lot different than his slow. And so I'm driving, and he's like 200 feet in front of me. And some lady pulls up and rolls down her window, and she's all worried. She's like, where are you trying to go? And I'm like, I'm trying to get up there to my dad. And she was like, well, okay, I was just making sure that you had a ride or something. She was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And she goes, okay, good. And I'm like, thank you. And she goes, you're welcome. And then she just drives off. Meanwhile, she's like in the other lane, which was kind of freaking me out even more. But I mean, it was nice that she cared enough to ask. After all that happened, we drove it, and I got it to the area, and I was finally actually able to see what my car looked like. It was scary that I just drove that thing. I'm glad I didn't look at it before I drove it, or I wouldn't have driven it at all. And then the cops finally show up, or one cop, and since my car accident didn't actually involve anybody else or another car, they didn't really care. It was just our job to get it towed and get it out of the way, as long as I was okay, you know, whatever. So they left. Me and my dad get home, and we call the insurance company, who says that they will only pay for towing because, once again, there was no other car involved. And so we tried to get it towed. Meanwhile, this is at like 2:15. Then he tells them where the car is, and they say, okay, where do you want to send it? And so we had already figured out where we were going to send it. And our insurance company says, well, the tow truck driver will be there in 30 minutes or less. And I was like, okay, I'll give him a good 20 minutes. So he waits 20 minutes, and then he drives 2 minutes from our house to where my car was. Yes, it's not there anymore. And he's waiting for them. He's waiting for them for an hour and a half. He finally calls. Apparently the tow truck driver got confused and apparently had no idea where he was supposed to go and had lost track of everything, and he had no idea where he was, and all this crazy stuff was happening. And they never tried to resend him back out. So we had to call and tell them to send another one, and basically we had to make a new claim, although it wasn't really a claim because it wasn't an accident involving another vehicle, but it was just like, duh. Needless to say, it got picked up around 8:30 last night. Seriously? And then the car place that we were going to take it to was closed, so the insurance company had the tow truck driver take my car back to his place, and then in the morning he was going to take it to the place. Well, I guess today would be the morning. It was supposed to be there at 9:30. I don't really know. I guess they contacted my dad on that one because I have no idea what to do with all this stuff. So yeah, that was the tragic story that was yesterday. Also, last night, my parents got to fill up their new waterbed because their old one got a hole in it. And so, I don't know if you've ever filled up a waterbed before, but to have air in a waterbed isn't good. It doesn't feel right, it doesn't sound right either. You lay on your bed and it's like bubbling. It's kind of freaky, actually. And to get all the air out, this is what you have to do. There's not as much air in it this time. Well, I don't know that. Ooh, that didn't sound good.
Flash good.
And then I did it again.
It's better if it's not.
That's so awkward. Is there even any air? Am I about to roll into water? Yes. I don't hear any air. Oh, it's splashed on
There
me.
at the end.
It was fun, actually. I actually did it one more time before all that, and I realized how fun it was, and I was like, hey, I'm going to share that with people. And so I just did. I hope you enjoyed that. So, hopefully next Friday will be about the tragedies of my life, even though today, I guess, was kind of a tragedy of my life. But hopefully next week's will be funny and not scary and sad and annoying. So I will see you next Friday. Bye. Oh, so you know how last week I said that my calendar was still in the month of May? Yeah, it's still in the month of May. So you are going to watch me change it. That way I can, make myself change it. Here we go. Okay. And coming over here. My room's a mess, I'm sorry. And there's my calendar. See? May. That is so sad. Here we go. Take this out. This is really hard to do one-handed. Bookshelf. I made a ship. It's kind of falling apart. Okay. And May, June, September. Okay, now let's put this back up in my wall. Clearly I have a Chick-fil-A calendar, guys. I get free stuff every month. Complete. Well, that was fun. I don't really know where it's posted that it's National Veterinary Veterinary? Bad scissors. Okay, well, the tow driver will be